Things have been going really well here in TAAC South. A lot of great coalition support, working towards continuing to help the ANDSF, the Afghan National Defense Forces. We advise and assist the Afghan Army and the Afghan Police, specifically the 205th Corps and the 404th Corps. And we're helped by our Romanian partners that both have advisors with both the police and the Army. And then the other major function that the Romanian Army does is provides safety here for us to advise here in Kandahar. So we have about a large number of people, more than 8,000 here on Kandahar. And the Romanians do patrols to protect our we call it the ground defense area, to make sure the enemy stays out and that they don't launch rockets and other things at us. And they also work at various places around the base to make sure people coming in are doing the right things.
What's the Romanian engagement to TAAC operations?
So the Romanians are really an important part of our advising cell. So we go out and advise the Afghan Army, and we also advise the Afghan Police, and they are integrated into each of our cells and help train up and pass on the professionalism that the Romanian Army has to our Afghan partners. They also go out and do patrols and engage with the villagers and with a lot of the local security forces in order to make sure that we continue to work together with our partners to maintain the safety here on Kandahar. Afghanistan is really important for the whole world. As you know, the attacks in 9/11 were launched out of Afghanistan, and so by the coalition commitment here in Afghanistan, we're ensuring that doesn't happen again. We're also the international committee, NATO, and all the other Afghan partners are really committed to ensuring that we maintain the security here in Afghanistan, help the Afghan people, and continue to work towards a more secure environment that denies the terrorists a safe haven to launch attacks to either our homeland or to Romania or any of the other partners.
It's 16 years of conflict in Afghanistan, U.S. perspective.
So what as you know, President Trump just launched a new strategy. We're very excited about that because it gets after some of the key elements. So it's conditions-based and not time-based, which we think is very important because what it does is it says we're going to meet certain conditions and we're not leaving on any time schedule. I think that's very good, a message to send to our Afghan partners that there are certain conditions they have to meet. And it's also a very important message to send to the Taliban that they're not going to outlast us and that we're going to win. In addition, there's some new parts of the strategy, including the Southeast Asia security strategy, where it actually puts pressure on Pakistan and calls them out for the safe havens that the Haqqani network and other terrorist organizations have in there. So we're very excited, and we see this as a pivotal time. The other thing I would say is over time, originally we were fighting, we had a very giant coalition presence here, and that's been greatly reduced, and the Afghans are now doing the fighting and they're in the front. And so that's a big, and we're just supporting them and helping them be successful, which is a big step forward. And so we're very optimistic about the future.
15 years ago, the first Romanian soldiers coming here in Kandahar. Today, Romanian soldiers is here, shoulder by shoulder with American soldiers. How do you appreciate the Romanian military contribution here in Afghanistan?
So I think here in Kandahar, I think it's very critical, and I think that if without the Romanians, we would not be able to be nearly as successful as we are. What we see is that the Romanian country has provided amazingly professional soldiers that are able to quickly integrate into the NATO and the other coalition partners, and really we learn from each other based on the professionalism. And I think without their contributions, we would not be able to do the things that we are able to do here in TAAC South.